Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that is literally rewiring one of the oldest, most traditional professions in the world. Generative AI isn't just some flashy new gadget. We are talking about a massive, systemic disruption in the legal field. From how lawyers actually research your cases to how you end up paying the bill, the entire foundation of legal practice is shifting right beneath our feet. So let's get into it. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the AI legal disruption, hallucinations and hidden risks, rewriting the ethical rulebook, rethinking the billable hour, and finally, benchmarking the legal future.
Section 1. The AI legal disruption. Is it an existential threat? Let's take a look at the sheer scale of the shockwaves hitting law firms right now.
It's the multi-million-dollar question being whispered in law offices everywhere, right? Will AI actually replace lawyers? Are we looking at a genuine existential threat to the profession, or is this just the ultimate efficiency upgrade? To figure that out, we really have to look at the hard data.
Get this staggering stat from the Managing Partner Forum. 79% of legal professionals are already using AI tools daily. Let that sink in. If you're wondering when the AI revolution is finally going to hit the legal sector, the answer is, it's already here. But as we're about to see, just jumping on the AI bandwagon without looking where you're driving, yeah, that can lead to an absolute disaster.
Which brings us to Section 2, hallucinations and hidden risks, a real-world cautionary tale.
Let me tell you the story of the now infamous case, Mata v. Avianca. In February 2022, a man named Roberto Mata sued the airline, claiming he got hit by a metal serving cart. Normal enough, right? Fast forward to May 2023. Mata's lawyers decided to use ChatGPT to help write a legal motion. The catch? ChatGPT completely made up the legal cases. It invented the airlines involved and even faked the internal citations. By June, the judge had thrown the case out entirely and slapped the attorneys with a $5,000 fine for acting in bad faith. A total professional nightmare.
So, what exactly went wrong in that courtroom? It all boils down to something called AI hallucinations. This is when an AI confidently spits out nonsensical or entirely false information. In the Avianca case, the judge literally called the AI's legal analysis gibberish. The AI didn't just make a tiny typo. It fabricated non-existent precedent out of thin air, and even assured the lawyers that these fake cases were real and could be found in reputable databases. Crazy, right?
But wait, hallucinations aren't the only trap here. A recent discussion by laudit solicitors pointed out a whole host of other hidden risks. You've got copyright infringement, primary and secondary, when AI models train on pirated works. There's algorithmic bias, which can accidentally repeat historical prejudices in case outcomes. And maybe the most terrifying one for any lawyer, the accidental leak of sensitive client data. If you feed confidential client info into an open-source model without strict ring-fenced protections, you're basically creating a massive security threat and waving client privilege right out the window.
Part 3. Rewriting the ethical rulebook. The new rules of engagement. How are regulators actually handling this mess?
Well, to stop more ChatGPT courtroom fiascos, the American Bar Association rolled out Formal Opinion 512. It basically breaks down into 6 golden rules. First up, competence. You actually have to understand the tools you're using. Second, confidentiality. Keep client data locked down. Third, communication. You've got to let your clients know if you're using AI on their case. Fourth, candor toward the tribunal. Simply put, no fake cases. Fifth, supervisory responsibilities. Train your team so they don't mess up. And finally, fees. You can only charge a client for the actual time you spent working, not the time you would have spent if you didn't use AI to speed it up.
This creates a brand new standard for the industry. Legal scholar Kelly Adams really hit the nail on the head here, saying lawyers do not need to be experts in GAI, but must have reasonable knowledge about the specific technology they use. Basically, ignorance is officially no longer an excuse. If you want to be ethically competent today, you have to actively oversee the tech you're using.
Section 4. Rethinking the billable hour. The efficiency paradox. Ethical shifts are one thing, but the economic fallout, that's the real earthquake here.
Check out this wild number. 75% of billable tasks are susceptible to automation. Generative AI is incredibly good at pattern recognition and drafting text, which, frankly, makes up about 44% of what junior associates spend their time billing for. This creates what's known as the efficiency paradox. Think about it. If AI automates 3/4 of the grunt work, and a contract that used to take 10 hours now takes 30 minutes, how on earth do you fairly bill for that? This threatens the entire way traditional law firms make money. Firms usually rely on this pyramid model, right? Lots of junior associates at the bottom grinding out low-margin tasks, supporting a few highly paid partners at the very top. Well, AI is basically knocking the bottom out of that pyramid by doing all the document review and memo writing. It's compressing profit margins and threatening the talent pipeline that actually trains the partners of tomorrow. Plus, if you're the client paying the bill, you're certainly not going to pay the old premium rates for work a computer just did in seconds. Because of this, the industry is racing away from the classic billable hour. Forward-thinking firms are jumping over to alternative fee arrangements, or AFAs. We're talking flat rates and value-based pricing for the routine stuff, like standard contracts or trademark searches. Meanwhile, they're saving those high-premium hourly rates strictly for complex, high-level strategic advice.
And you know who's really driving this shift? The clients. Big corporations are demanding transparency, and they're literally using AI tools themselves to audit the bills their law firms send them. Take PNC Bank, for example. They actually used AI to flag non-compliant billing entries and managed to slash their legal spend by 20%. The power dynamic is shifting heavily, and the client is holding the cards.
Finally, Section 5, benchmarking the legal future. As the ethics and economics transform, how do we measure and safely integrate these AI models going forward?
This is where really cool interdisciplinary projects like LegalBench come in. It's a massive, collaboratively built benchmark with 162 specific tasks designed to test how well an AI can actually handle legal reasoning. It tests things like, can the AI spot a legal issue? Can it accurately recall a legal rule? Can it interpret dense legal texts? Having a system like this is absolutely crucial because it finally gives everyone a common scorecard to measure what AI can actually do, separating the marketing hype from the hard reality.
And looking a bit further down the road, a recent summarized report highlighted some incredible legal tech trends for 2026. We are moving way beyond just adopting tools and getting into true augmentation of human experts. Developers are fighting those hallucinations by teaching AI to do step-by-step analysis. But the ultimate game changer is the rise of agentic AI. We aren't just talking about a chat box that waits for your prompt anymore. We're talking about proactive systems that understand what you're working on and autonomously push the work forward, all while you, the human, sit in the driver's seat.
I think it all comes together beautifully in this quote from the Clio report. Automation is inevitable, but value is a choice. That's the biggest takeaway from this whole explainer. Generative AI is going to handle the routine stuff. That's a done deal, but it's up to human professionals to decide how they're going to step up and deliver the strategic insight, empathy, and judgment that a machine just can't fake.
Which leaves us with one final big question to chew on. As we move from basic chatbots into a world of systems that can independently execute legal tasks, is the legal industry truly ready for autonomous agentic AI? The rulebook has been torn up, the billing model is broken, and the tech is only getting faster. How the legal world answers this question is going to define the entire next era of law. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.